You've been thinking about AI wrong the whole time, and I'm going to show you why. Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed and focused, knowing that you've got a team of intelligent machines working behind the scenes to take care of all the mundane tasks that usually drain your energy and time. No more tedious paperwork, no more endless scrolling through social media, and no more monotonous household chores. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, that's what we dream about AI enabling for our lives and for our businesses. But the reality is often something quite different. In this video, my business partner Mercer shows how he has changed the way he thinks about AI and the massive unlock he's experienced as a result. How he went from okay results to revolutionary. So give it a watch, and I'll be back to explain how you can put this paradigm shift into action for your own business. Game over, game on.
First fast couple of years, and this is kind of like my history. Remember I told you, like, it felt like I was looking in the glass room and I couldn't quite get in the room, but I knew that it was powerful if I could figure out how to crack it. And that was me using AI in all the wrong ways. I got okay results. I think I got the similar results that a lot of you got, where you're like, well, I'm kind of playing around with it. I've been playing around with it for 2 years. And some of you still are, which there's no harm to that. I think I get it because it's been a couple of years. I would have thought I would be past the playing around stage too, but it seems to change constantly. The rules are always, whatever you're trying to learn right now seems to be a technique that doesn't work in 2 weeks anymore. So I got these okay results, but nothing really stellar. And I kind of had it. It was like a toy. I was going to say that it was like a toy for me. It was like, oh, this is fun. And then I got to like actually get some work done. So I wasn't getting that as much useful. Don't get me wrong. There was some useful stuff, just not everything. And I did get a lot of AI sound like AI content, and it was because of how I was using it. Now, things changed for me last month, and I very much mean that. So this is February. Things changed in January when I was going through. They changed because I changed last month. And what I mean by that is because my AI strategy changed last month. And I will say a public shout out to Sean David over at automatetowin.com, friend of mine that I've chatted with a million times. And I love him to death because he's so good at systems. But he definitely speaks AI more than he speaks human sometimes. And I love him for that, because him and I talking about how AI works, because he really understands the sort of machinery of it. And I get systems as well, help me to connect the dots as to why in my opinion, the world does not properly use AI. And I personally think the reason I'm right on this, that Sean's right on this, is because OpenAI just a few days ago came out with a whole letter that said everyone's prompting wrong. And they're saying to do it like what I'm about to show you. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, when I had this experience, and some of you have seen this, I know I Measure You, they had posted Game Over, Game On, kind of what that was. It was because I did a talk. I did a talk for a group that I'm a part of. And they wanted me to show kind of some stuff I was doing. And that's how I introduced it. I said, this was a game over, game on for me, because I saw AI destroying my business. I see it destroying lots of businesses. I do. I think business models are over. A lot of business models are already dead. They just don't know it, or they haven't accepted it. And I think and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. I think this is a merely positive way. Game over means you can't keep doing things the same way. This game is finished. This level is done. We have now all leveled up with AI. We have to start game on, which is how do we get this done with AI instead of just ignoring it? Because we can't do that anymore. If you think about when computers came around, those of you that are old enough, when they came around, there were people using typewriters. And they would not use a computer because the typewriter was faster. But a typewriter can only do so much. So eventually you get used to computers. And eventually the people that refuse to use computers don't have jobs anymore. Not because computers replace them, because, say it with me, it's probably in your head already, it's because a person using a computer replaced them, right? You think about the internet. Businesses that are not on the internet right now, for the most part, may not be around. The ones that didn't jump on the bandwagon, didn't create a website, didn't go digital, right? With very few exceptions, a lot of them just went under because they did not pivot. They did not adjust to the new game on. The game over was, hey, we can do this with brick and mortar. That's all we can do. And that's fine. We don't need the internet because no one's ever going to use it to find my business. That's game over thinking. When the internet came out, if you were thinking, well, yeah, I don't need to do this because I'll never need to do this. That's game over because you're missing out on all this new stuff. Right? So game on thinking is let's take advantage of it. And that's what I was thinking with AI is this is going to replace a lot of stuff that we're doing at Measure U with our new brand with Profit School, right? Which is where this course is being taught on. So like the premise for me was this, it felt like an awakening of holy cow, we are in trouble, and holy cow, this is exciting at the same time. So that's what Game Over, Game On was all about, is this stuff is a powerful tool. And the mental shift to make is just like you come into your day, my bet, specifically this crowd, is that all of you are getting work done through a computer. None of you mention that. None of you describe your day working through a computer. You don't say, "Oh, I went to my computer and I turned it on and I and I used my." You don't talk like that. You just do work. The computer's in the background now as a tool. You don't even think about it. It's just something you use to get the job done. That's AI. That's how you think about AI now. And when you start doing that, it will unlock what you can do with it because you realize AI is the tool now that's kind of this little layer that's above the computer. So for me, when computer, internet, now there's AI. And all of that, now I'm working through computers, through the internet, through AI now to get stuff done in our company. So, and for my own personal work, right, that we're doing. So that's the game on, game over, game over, game on sort of moment there, right? The old level is done. If you insist on playing this level, it's just going to get harder and harder, and it's already over. So it's just, I think that's just a decision point. The game on is how do I integrate this?
As you can see, AI is capable of more than just making our lives easier. It's changing the way we work. From data analysis to content creation, AI is freeing up professionals to focus on high-level thinking and strategy rather than getting bogged down in tedious tasks. But as you can see from my previous video on the topic, AI thrives when you focus on the results that you want it to achieve. It's game over for how-to, content, and thinking. And it's game on for results thinking. Now, if you're ready to make the leap, be sure to check out our Gemini AI workshop in the description, where Mercer spends hours walking you through the shift. So are you ready to reimagine a world where tasks are effortless, all thanks to the power of AI? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore more ways AI could change our lives for the better. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content, and let's keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.